What's up, guys? Wanted to talk about what one of the wonders of the world. What is one of the wonders of the world is something that I have recently discovered, something that I definitely take for granted. Man, just a quick backstory. Like I think most of you guys know, I got into an accident about 2 months ago. I think it's about 2.5 months ago. Yeah, 2.5 months ago, I went to the surgery. It was like a long ass metal inserted into my leg, and it was a long recovery. After getting out of the hospital for about 1-2 weeks, I was able to use my crutches. Started walking with my crutches, so no pressure on the left foot, just on the right. So I was on both my crutch, but must have been too much pressure on the right foot, and my right foot got swollen. So I had no foot to step on. So I was basically bedridden for about 3 weeks. 3 weeks down, supposed to start my physio, but I did not start it because I couldn't walk at all. After 3 weeks, I was able to walk again, and this time I can put pressure on my left foot, but only partial. So walk with both my crutch and still focus more towards my right foot. And I thought that was like the step to recovery, right? I was wrong, because 2 weeks of walking like that, I got too excited. I started going to work again. I started to do everything, trying to catch up on the things that I missed out on. And bam, right foot swollen again. Could not walk again. I was bedridden for another 2 weeks. So it really dragged it out. But somewhere in between, I started going for my physiotherapy sessions. It was good. It was very helpful. And I think because I started a bit late, I kind of missed out on the period that I have. See, with the medical coverage that I have 60 days after getting discharged to go to do my physiotherapy. So I missed out. Like, I was sitting at home most of the time. I didn't use it as much as I could. So when I was getting up back on my feet, I went as much as I can lah. So that's 60 days for you to recover. Long story short, something that I did not realize that I missed so much. Check it. I can walk, dude. Like, I'm legit walking without any sticks. I know, you guys do this every day. But this is like amazing to me. I mean, just the ability to just walk around in my house. I just started doing, I started walking, I think like 2 days ago or something. Because I went for my checkup, and the doctor said, yes, I can start walking, but don't walk too much. I can walk maybe around the office, around the house, but don't push it. So I'm going to take it a little slow this time. I haven't been going too crazy because I don't want the same thing to repeat again. But man, when like he told me I can just like start walking without the sticks, I still carry it around because I can't pressure it too much. So, I kind of like ration up. But he told me I could do that. It's just like, wow, this is something I can do. I have gotten so used to just being on my wheelchair or like with sticks and not able to use free hands. It's something that I just took for granted. And like even Min, when she saw me walking, she was just like, "Oh, actually my husband can walk." You kind of forget about it. I mean, it's not too long. It's like just 2 months, but it's something that I definitely took for granted. And that's definitely one of the wonders of the world. I've found that it's so difficult getting around when you're in a wheelchair. I've been to places where, entrances is like, you think like you go to a place is already difficult, but going into the shop inside the mall, for example, there's like this high platform thing that I can't roll into. And I was trying to do my passport the other day and trying to cross the street, and like there's no ramp going down. Like I couldn't go down a ramp to cross the street. I wanted to do my passport there. It was in Putrajaya. And I was trying to look for parking, trying to park inside the building, whatever's the easiest. Parking inside only for staff. I can only park outside, which is like on this, like, I don't know, I mean, the gravel type of parking and grass all over. So I had to like drive around to find a place at the side so that I don't have to be in the middle, because you can't push wheelchair through there. So I had to park very far, and there was like a slope, and basically it was hell trying to get out. And I was just thinking, wow, man. Unfortunately, we are not really wheelchair friendly as a country, and that's really unfortunate. And I guess that's something I take for granted as well. I never really thought about it. So going through this whole experience, I vow to, like, if I ever make a building or do something that's my own, I'll make sure that it's wheelchair friendly, because these guys just get it hard, man. It's just not only is it hard living like that, but just to get around is difficult. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I had an award thing today by AIA, from AIA, like a regional award, but I decided not to go because my leg is already kind of like in a bit of pain, because I don't want to push it too much. So I have like a full day tomorrow, so I decided to stay home. It's unfortunate because it looks pretty grand. Recently I got this award. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can read it. Top recruiter. So yes, last year was full on building team mode for me. So I was building my team, getting people in, training them. So it was a good year, and it was nice to get recognized for that, for being a top recruiter. I thought I would come into this year being like, in the same mode again, but this thing happened, of course. But it's okay. I mean, I kind of forgot that I did all that last year. In the midst of everything, I kind of forgot like that happened, right? So it was a good reminder. That was last Saturday. Tomorrow we have the roll down for Q2. Able to go. I'm gonna bring this just in case. I don't know. I mean, I'm just excited. I just wanted to share that. I'm excited, and I just wanted to talk about how I've taken it for granted, and it made me think a lot about the stuff that I take for granted. Being able to talk, being able to laugh, being able to just like listen and smell and all this kind of stuff, right? I know. I mean, I don't want to sound like super cliche or whatever, but I'm a little high on life right now, and I don't know. Just stuff like that, When things happen, that's when we kind of like try to like I wish, right? So which brings me to the point, like some things are cliche, or some things are like kind of like overplayed because they're important. Which is something that we face a lot in the industry, right? As an insurance agent, takaful agent, a lot of people kind of like they don't see how serious it is, and you read all these messages about, okay, I already got it, now what do I do? I just got diagnosed with this. I'm sorry that I cancelled my policy. Can I please reinstate it back? I will pay the last back date. It's the kind of stuff that we take for granted, right? But that's what the industry is. We pay for the risk. We pay for the ability to not worry about it when things go wrong. So if you have policies out there, please don't terminate it. Please keep it, because that's going to be one of the things that you take for granted. It doesn't cost a lot, and this post-recovery thing is something that we take for granted as well. With my physio that I overlooked, and I started using it a bit later. But one thing I wanted to share though, like, it's super expensive for some stuff. I didn't realize how expensive it is, medical coverage outside, or even like healthcare in general. Because my parents, they're going to the States to go see my brother graduate. And my mom, my mom is, she has kidney failure. So she goes through dialysis a couple of times a week, right? So she needs it. And that's what happens when you have kidney failure. And it's actually pretty common in Malaysia. Might be our diet or something. So because of that, she needs to go dialysis a couple of times a week. If not, it's not going to be good. So in order for her to travel, we kind of have to figure out how to do it, right? To go someplace. So she hasn't been going to many places. But because of this trip, my dad was looking into it. And man, like every single session, every one session in the States is like $1,000. That's like USD, 1,000 USD. It's about 4,000 ringgit a session, and over here it's just a couple hundred. Like if you go to a private hospital, and that's crazy. So my dad asked me whether my mom's coverage covers it. Thankfully, way before I did this, she took one coverage, so she has a medical coverage. So I was looking at her policy before, and it does cover that. She has an annual limit of some sort. So that's something that she can use. So because of that, she goes there. Even though it's like 4,000, she probably has to do like 2-3 sessions. It's like 8 or 12,000 ringgit, right? Thankfully, she can claim. just because of something that she randomly took a long time ago. It's even investment linked, so she's got money saved up over there, which she doesn't even think about, it's just like something that you save up. And when things like this happen, that's something she doesn't have to worry about anymore. So it's pay and claim and come back. Man, that's just how it is, right? Things that we don't think about, things that we take for granted. So I just wanted to talk about that. I just wanted to talk about how appreciative I am to finally recover, to kind of like, literally be back on my feet, and to kind of appreciate the stuff that we have in life. I don't want to ramble for too long. That's about it. Hopefully back in action very soon. Hope you guys have a fantastic week and a fantastic quarter 2, fantastic April. Good evening and good night. See you. Bye.